Hey everyone, Richard Robbins here. The numbers are in for the greater Vancouver area for the month of May. Now, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to take you through January to the end of May of this year and compare the numbers. But also what I want to do is let's have a look back because COVID-19 came in around mid-March, right? So let's have a look back and compare your sales numbers for each month of last year and this year, and also your benchmark price, okay, for each month of last year compared to this year. Okay, so let's have a look here. We got January through May now. We've got sales, we've got active listings, months of inventory, and you got your benchmark price right here. So you can see we started out the year with 1,571 sales. As it always does as we move into the year, we started to rise, went to 2,150. Look at this, March went up to 2,524. Imagine how big a number this would have been if it wasn't for COVID-19, because that was about the middle of March, right? And then look, we dropped down to 1,109, and then we're back up to 1,485. So if you look, April, which was the first full COVID month, and if we look compared to May, another full COVID month, you know what happened? We're up by 34%. So this is a nice thing to see. But again, you know, things are starting to open up a little bit, so there's a little more activity. Now, of course, if we take the number of active listings and we divide the sales into it, it gives us our months of inventory, which is supply and demand. That means we got 5.5 months of inventory right now. So we started the year at 5.5. And then, of course, we went down. It started to get much stronger to 4.3, and then we went down to 3.8. It was moving the right way. And then, of course, what happened? April comes along, 8.5. Very much a buyer's market, and now we're 6.7, so that's down by 21%, which means we're moving back towards balanced sort of market territory. So it's very interesting what we see happening, but we can see here, you see your sales were, you know, really the prices aren't moving that dramatically right now, because if you look at all these numbers, and other than this month right here, it's sitting in pretty balanced territory. So let's look at this. If we look at 2019 and 2020, you can see 2019 you did 1,103 sales, went to 1,571. Now listen to some of these numbers. You're up by 42%. So the beginning of this year was looking unbelievable, right? February, look at 1,484, 2,150. We're up by 45%. These are big numbers. And we're up by 46%. With half the month being shut down because of COVID. Really still quite amazing. And then of course, you know, now we went down because we got the first full month of COVID right here. We did 1,829, only 1,109, down by basically 40%. You can see here we're down by 43%. So that's just comparing to the same month that happened last year. Look at your benchmark prices here. Not a lot of movement. You can see prices pretty well the same. You know, again, January from last year to January this year, same sort of thing, right around the same, up slightly, right, up slightly, and, you know, up a little bit again. So you can see if we compare to the same month last year to this month this year, you know, our prices starting to go up a little bit, but again, because the market was starting to pick up the latter part of last year and the first 3 months of this year, which had that impact in price. Now, here's what we got to look at. There's two major things we always want to be looking at. Number one is the number of sales, because that tells us how big the pie is, right? How big the sales pie is. And the second thing is always months of inventory, because that's determining the direction of the pricing. So what I did was created this chart, and you'll see we've got 3 years. You know, the green is last year, right, in terms of months of inventory. And then we've got here, you can see, and we've got 2000, I should say this is 2019, which was last year. This was 2017. But if you look at this, if we go back to 2019, look what we started with 10 months of inventory. Okay, very weak year, very much a buyer's market. Stayed relatively high because see, 4 to 6, this is a balanced market right in here. That's your balanced market. Okay, so you can see that we stayed in a buyer's market, but then as we come into the end of the year, look, we're down to 4.3 months of inventory, so very strong at the end of last year. And then, of course, we started here just below 6, so very much, you know, balanced sort of thing. And look at this, we went down into what? Getting very close to sellers, right? Down here into seller's market. And then all of a sudden, April, bingo, away we go. We went up and we ended this last month at 6.7. So you're seeing, you know, it's interesting what's going on, but you can see you're trending in around here. You know, we get down into here, we move back into balanced market territory. So the big question is what's going to happen over the next little while? Well, I think June, you're probably going to see sales up a little bit again as the whole country starts to open up a little bit. I think you're going to see the market remain fairly strong. We might have a fairly strong summer as well. I think we got to make some hay while the sun is shining, if you know what I'm saying. But I'm worried about the fall. I don't know right now, but with unemployment, obviously going to be higher than we would like, that could have an impact in the fall market. Right now, the government's been spending lots of money and they're holding things up. But I think at some point, we got to see that effect. Obviously, the thing that's really good is interest rates are very, very low, so it's really hard to say. But my recommendation is this. I think June, July, and August, I would be out there kicking some butt, right? Because I think there's going to be great opportunity out there if you're in the game and if you're working, banking some of that money because we don't know what the fall is going to hold. Let's hope I'm wrong, and let's hope it remains really, really good. Anyway, remember everybody, it's a beautiful life. Make it count.